what is up? Recently I've got a comment from Minttu, but I will call you Minty because I like how it sounds. I'm so sorry. Like, could you make a video where you share your best tips for learning Danish? So today I'll share with you some useful resources about learning Danish, so you will know all the tips that helped me when I started my journey, but I'm still learning Danish. So let's check this out. Shortly about me, I came from Russia and I've been living in Denmark for the past 1.5 years. Since I've gotten all my documents here in Denmark, I immediately just signed up for the local language school because I guess this is the best place to learn Danish because it's gonna be efficient, productive, useful to go to the school in Denmark. But this video is made for two types of people, for those who are already in Denmark and for those who are learning Danish by themselves, but they are out of Denmark. Let's start it. Introduction to the language. If you want to have some introduction to the language, I think Duolingo is not a bad place to start your language journey with. Of course, you will rarely say farewell to people here, but speaking about learning some basic vocabulary and getting familiar with the grammar, I guess it's pretty good. Or you can find a language school in your own country and just find a Danish course there. Well, I started my journey with both, like Duolingo and language school in Russia. So when I came to the language school here in Denmark, I was ready how to pronounce some sounds and how to read some basic words. Extending of vocabulary. If you want to learn new words and extend your vocabulary at the beginning, I would recommend you to read books for children. I've tried this method, but it didn't really work for me that good. However, like, nobody stops you here, so you can try this. Maybe it will work for you because you could find some basic words and learn them. If you're already in Denmark, run, don't go to the local library and just ask for help. Like, I need a book, I need to read and stuff. And maybe it's a good idea also to ask your teacher in the language school. So like, I need some books, and they will definitely, like 100%, they will provide you some literature. So you will be like, okay, I'm reading this and that. Because I was reading like 2 books, I guess, that were recommended by teacher. I liked it because I knew like maybe 80% of the words, but I still learned something new from the book. And I was so much happy, extremely happy that I could read something in Danish. But I also need to mention that you need to have the CPR number already. So if you have it in your hands, like this card, yellow card, so then yeah, run to the local library. Plus, there is an app that is called I-Reolen, like it was Danish accent, okay. It's an app of national libraries that offers ebooks and audiobooks for free. If you have CPR, of course. So you will get an access to many different Danish books in one app. If you're not in Denmark, it's okay, it's fine, don't panic. So try to find some books in the local bookstores or maybe libraries, because sometimes libraries are providing some foreign literature. So maybe you're lucky and you'll find Danish one. Plus you can buy something online. But if you cannot succeed with like finding any books, so the next tip will definitely be for you. You will extend your vocabulary through watching YouTube videos. There are not that many channels in Danish comparing to English-speaking content. However, in Denmark, there are also big YouTube creators. Just find your favorite topic and go ahead. Let's find some videos together. So, for example, I like Christmas and holes. What am I going to do? Right. I'm going just to open Google Translator and translate my hobbies like Christmas. Okay, it's Jul. So then we go to the YouTube and search Jule Hole. So try to watch some videos with subtitles and make some notes. Well, yeah, if you're not really a fan of YouTube videos, so you can just switch to TV series in Danish language. So we need to open the website of DR. DR is like a Danish television broadcasting company. So it's like a national channel, like the main channel here, one of those, I guess. Click on search, and then there are tons of content in Danish language. Here are films and series. And actually I was so much surprised that the research function, it's obvious, right? So you can watch Danish TV and stuff like that. But at the same time, I was so much surprised that there are subtitles, and Danish series are so close to reality, I would say so. Like you could feel that you're literally in Denmark, like all the atmosphere in the series and stuff like that. So like you definitely need to try to watch at least one episode of any Danish series. Maybe it will be for you. I was recently watching TV series that is called Stelle Ikudu. I hope I pronounced it right. But it was kind of tricky because in this TV series there were no subtitles at all. Like no, I mean, in the first episode there were subtitles. It was nice. And then the rest, like 6 episodes, I watched without subtitles. I didn't understand like the whole of it, but at the same time I enjoyed it and the story. And I was like, ooh, I'm like a teenager again, you know? So I believe you will also find something for you. But I need to warn you now, just because sometimes the sun is coming. Sorry. But I need to warn you that sometimes subtitles are not 100% accurate, so it's not like totally what the actors are saying in the film. Well, it happens. But all in all, it's free, and thanks to diversity, you may choose what you want to watch. And once again, don't forget to take notes. At least write down phrases that made you curious. So then we can move to the next step. It's translation, but you will probably need to translate those phrases, right? If in the case of basic translation like how it will be cat in Danish, you would probably use Google Translator. Speaking about the language learning process, it will be tough. Because how would you translate phrases like har brug for, har behov for, trænger til, behøver, and mangler? The answer is easy. They all translated like to need. But how could you know that? You may use dictionary if you're already here. You will likely find those dictionaries in the local bookstores. They're helpful and good to use at the exams, if it's allowed of course. But if you're not in Denmark or you want to have an online dictionary in your pocket, so I would advise you to have a look at the website ordbogen.com. If you don't have CPR number, so you will have an access to 5 lookups per day. But if you have a CPR number and you are a member of the language school, so use your email and password from Uni login and use this website. If I'm not mistaken, there is an opportunity to translate words from Danish to English, Spanish, Arabic, French, and German. One more useful website where you can translate words from Danish to Danish. Sometimes there is a need for it. But what's more important here, you can check the most difficult thing, at least for me, in Danish language, it's grammatical genders. I mean grammatical genders for nouns like it or in. Or for example, you can check here different forms of the verbs in infinitive, present, and past tenses. Plus, on the same website, you will find the audios of pronunciation. It's really helpful sometimes. But what's even cooler, on the next website, which is called Corpus DK, you will be able to check how to use the word in different contexts. All links will be in description. So we're slowly moving to learning new phrases in Danish language. You can learn phrases or new words through flashcards. In this case, you may use Quizlet or other apps, or just put stickers at home on every single object. So the language will come to you a bit faster. We're slowly moving to grammar. In the language schools, teachers pay a lot of attention to the grammar. However, if you want to learn it by yourself, so I would recommend you a book. I personally like to use this one. It answers my question in 9 cases out of 10. Here you can deep dive into all parts of speech like nouns, verbs, adjectives, and so on. Of course, some details are not mentioned in the book, but it's obvious any language is a really complicated thing. And let's move to the final part of our video, which is called Others. You can also listen to Danish songs. Why not? Again, it could work for you, but it's not really my type of music that I'm listening to. Anyway, I have maybe like 2 songs in my playlist. Here they are. I believe it's just because I rarely can find some good music for myself. It's not about like Danish songs, but like all songs in general, in any language. Then you can also listen to podcasts in Danish. But I need to warn you, it might be hard. The app that I know and use time to time is called DR Lul. Here you can find lots of podcasts on different topics. As soon as you're ready to talk, you may use the tip that I've already given in this video. So talk to yourself in a foreign language. It's good. But maybe you will be even brave, so you will talk to native speakers. There are tons of apps on the internet like where you can talk with native speakers, so you'll find some Danes and talk to them in Danish. Why not? And And the last tip that I will give you is to translate all your gadgets to Danish. At first it can be stressful, but then you will get used to it. Just please be careful with your data, because I translated like my phone into Danish and I deleted 100 pictures permanently. I guess that's all for today, because I'm going to enjoy the sun, and stay strong, stay consistent. See ya.